let's talk about Top Boy season 1, and let's just break down the whole season. So, Deshane, he's in Jamaica. He went to Jamaica because he got run out of London from the Albanians. He did. He got run out of London because of the Albanians. They ran him out of London when he was selling drugs in London. Like in Summer House, if you guys actually checked out the pre-season of Summer House, that's the backstory that tells you everything about the characters, kind of develops them a little bit. And then Top Boy season 1, that's like the... Honestly, I'd say Top Boy is better than the Top Boy Summer House. I think it's better than Summer House. I think it's better than Summer House for sure. So he goes to Jamaica, he gets rat out because of the Albanians. He's in Jamaica now. And then he's running with Lester in the first episode. Lester is like some drug dealer that works for Sugar, and Sugar's the top man in Jamaica. He's the guy, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's probably the distributor or like the supplier. I don't think he's a supplier. And they're Jamaicans. Like a lot of the motherfuckers in Jamaica, like they do be selling drugs. But like every time you watch border security and you watch those border security videos on YouTube, every time there's a guy from Jamaica, they always check his body for drugs. They run him through the scanner. Extra precautions, like fucking precautions out the ass. And Lester and Deshane are going to rob a post office because they are going to rob a post office. They're stealing money. They're thieves, And the post office closed. It's closed. So they're not able to do it. So then Lester, he's a thief. So he needs money. He just always tries to steal money from people. He tries to steal from an old lady who has a store. And it's like, okay. I mean, it kind of tells you about how crazy it is in Jamaica. I mean, obviously, there's people that are good and then there's people that are bad, just like any society. But I think it's the wealth inequality and the lack of opportunities that kind of contribute to making guys like Lester exist, and guys like Sugar. And I mean, I think those guys are always gonna exist in society. Like even if you take the Netherlands or you take the UK or you take Germany, there's still an underground scene where they are doing drugs, selling drugs and whatever the fuck, doing criminal stuff. There's always an underworld, like an underground society where they do shady stuff behind the scenes. I mean, just this last month in Rotterdam, they seized like tons of cocaine and shit and drugs and all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? like even in Rotterdam, they seized like fucking hundreds of kilos or maybe 10 kilos. I don't know, something like that. Some crazy amounts of cocaine. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is insane. Like, I mean, well, the whole reason these guys are drug dealers or whatever is because they didn't do shit with their lives. They didn't go to school. Okay, fuck school. Forget about that. What are the options do you have? You can start a business, but then how do you start a business with more money? You gotta go to a bank, right? But yeah, I mean, it's a good show, overall, like it tells you, it kind of like tells you how these drug dealers do stuff and how they operate. And you kind of get a little glimpse on how they do stuff. I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. The show, like, I think it's pretty accurate that it's pretty accurate. I think this is pretty accurate show. Like, they probably do shit like this all the time. And then Deshane, he fucks up. He kills Lester. Well, he kind of had to kill Lester because he was gonna kill. He was gonna kill an old lady. And he was gonna steal from a store. He lied. He got out the car and said, I was gonna buy some juice. But the whole point is it's a good show. Like, it's entertaining. It has all the elements that you need for a good show. Like, everything lines up together. There's character development. There's a good storyline. There's different characters that you want to see succeed. And then there's downfall. And then there's gang turf war. Like, it has all the elements of a good drug TV show. Like a good, like a street crime TV show. It has all the elements for it to be good. Sometimes they kind of like oversaturate it, and they kind of like don't develop the characters enough in certain shows. So it's like sometimes they kind of overdo it, or they don't do it enough, and you know, they kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. yeah, they just do that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Character development, everything's there. Like, and then after he kills that dude, and then Jamie pulls off like a checkmate move. He takes out the Turks because those are the suppliers, and the suppliers, if they pull the prices up, and then there's another supplier, the supplier is gonna waste the other supplier. It's also politics too. There's politics in gangs too, gang bureaucracy. And then there's politics in the police bureaucracy, and then there's politics in the politics. Well, the real criminals are the politicians. Let's be real. You learn that from The Wire. Like, the real criminals are the politicians, man. Those motherfuckers are the grimiest motherfuckers you will ever meet. Like, the politicians are like the worst kind of people. Some of them are, I mean, you can't get into politics and be honest and 100% honest. It's just not possible, man. How? How? Every politician at some point has to lie. I don't have a problem with them lying either. Like, they have to lie. So it's fine. But they're all morally bankrupt. They're all liars. They're all, you know, trying to manipulate you, lie to the public, deceive the public. Yeah, but, you know, Top Boy, it's a good show. I mean, even in the Nether, they can't even balance the budget. We pay taxes every year to these motherfuckers that can't even balance the budget. They can't even balance the budget. We pay high taxes and everything for fucking bullshit things. Like, the government doesn't even know how to, like, they spend it on bullshit. Like, crap. Whatever. Spending too much time on bullshit. Whatever, guys. I'm done ranting for today.